never happens. Never happens. Always turns red right before you get there. Ah, she's drippy. Jesus. 307. Every time I come here, it goes up and up. It creeps up more and more every time. About this time last year, that was about 207 to 220. Now it's 307. So part of today's video isn't happening, a little bit change of a pace. I was on my way actually to go take a look at a 2024 Dark Horse at a local dealership in my area. They essentially told me to get lost with my camera. They didn't want me to record anything of sorts in regards to the car. That's the first for me. That's never happened. I wanted to just check out the car and see what this car had to offer, because it was actually priced pretty good. Needless to say, based upon my first-hand experience at this dealership, which I haven't been to before, I'm not going to deal with this place in the future for any cars going forward. If they do have anything that I'm interested in, I'm just going to, if it's a new car, have it transferred over to my boy Cam over there at Bill Utter Ford, and I'll deal with him. It just, it left a bad sour taste in my mouth for just wanting to check out a vehicle. I asked first, and just overall presence and how they handled it. Yeah, sure, just go ahead and just cut me off. Awesome. They just told me no, so I'm not going to work with them, so that part of the video today isn't going to happen. Can't remember the last time I actually used these paddles. Honestly, I forget that I have them sometimes. I haven't used them a whole lot since I got my revised tune, and trying to shift up and down and manually shifting it myself to actually see if there actually is a difference improved in the response, if it's more responsive. Got a Roush truck right there. First time I've seen a Roush F-150 in that body style. You know, you see the Shelbys. Haven't seen a Roush. I don't know if it's supercharged or what they do to the trucks. Doesn't really look like anything special besides it has wheels and a sticker, maybe exhaust, but it's got a Let's Go brand sticker on it, so automatically I like that guy. So I haven't done any of the paddling. I don't do a whole lot of paddle shifting with this car, so I wanted to just take it for a drive and see how it does with this revised tune, if it's more responsive, if it's more aggressive with just paddling it. See how these respond a little bit, if there's any improvement. That is way better. So, before I did the tune, shifting just, you know, like in sport mode, and going half throttle or wide open throttle or just anything in general, it seemed kind of like overly laggy, more than like it should, I guess. With this new revised tune, it definitely definitely doesn't feel that way. Ah, shoot. Honestly didn't think with the tune it would just improve the shift responsiveness in the paddles. To me it feels obviously how it is now, but it feels more improved than it does with the 2024s, because I know the shifting and the responsiveness on the S650s is supposed to be a lot more improved over the S550s here. This obviously feels more responsive in comparison to the S650s. Stock form, it wasn't that impressive. That's why I never really used them that often. For me, I only had them, like I said, is to stick it in sport, to downshift the paddle in the right gear, to get myself at the right power band. All right, so back at the house here. So this is by no means a sponsored ad or anything, but I made a couple of videos in the past, one with the GT500 and then one on this car once I got the car ceramic coated. Now, I ceramic coated this car myself. I didn't have it professionally done. The main reason being is I didn't have to do like any paint correction or anything like that because the car was brand new. For anyone that has a brand new car or a brand new paint job, if the paint is essentially flawless, if it doesn't have any like imperfections, any swirls, anything like that that has to have done professionally with paint correction, I recommend doing the ceramic coating yourself. I did it. I went with the Avalon King ceramic coating kit. It's the it's called the Armor Shield 9 from Avalon King, and I got this done over a year ago. I daily drive the car, pouring down rain, heat, what have you, and that I was going to show you here. It still does its job, and it's already dry. So I did this, like I said, over a year ago, almost a year and a half ago, and it's still like it was the day I applied it. And that's all over the car. I did all the paint, the mirror caps. I didn't do anything else besides that. I did the headlights. I did the headlights, the taillights, all throughout the entire car, and then one bottle of the Avalon King can get the entire car. Now, if you have like an F-150, a truck, or any sort of larger vehicle than a Mustang, they recommend to do 2 bottles, but if just one bottle, you could do the entire surface of the car with the Avalon King. I recommend, like I said, saving yourself hundreds upon hundreds of dollars if you don't need to do any paint correction, if you don't want to do any PPF, you just want to get the ceramic coating. It's super easy to apply, and it can last 2-3 years. I've had it for a year and a half, and I'm super happy and satisfied with how it turned out and how it's lasted. Yeah, I know this video is kind of like all over the place. Originally, I was wanting to go take a look at that car, but they didn't want any cameras in or around that car. I was generally curious because I haven't seen one in person until today, but they didn't want me to record any of that, so because of that I kind of just got a bad vibe and bad first impression with this place, and just how they refused to have me be a part of it with a camera. It's fine, it is what it is, but it lost, definitely for me, my business with them in the future, just because of how they handled it and how they expressed it. But like I said, today was kind of all over the place with the paddles. I brought up the paddles because I just put it in sport mode, and then I shifted, and I could tell immediately with this tune, it's definitely, like I said, way more responsive, not as laggy. So if you haven't used those paddles before, because it just wasn't that impressive, get a nice saucy tune on 85 and it's going to change your mind. And with the Armor Shield 9, the ceramic coating for Avalon King, I recommend, if you haven't done it and you want to save yourself a ton of cash, if you don't need a lot of paint correction or PPF, that's definitely the way to go. So on that note, I'm going to conclude and wrap this one up. Please do me a favor, hit subscribe, drop a like and a comment. I would greatly appreciate that. And you guys have a good one. See ya. Bye.